this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I am going to show you how I painted this design, and I will be placing it on, once again, one of my favorite little canvases called The Edge, or actually it's from The Edge Creative Mark. 6 by 6, 1.5 inches deep, so it's a nice little canvas. And I'm just doing these little sample canvases just to do some quick art on them. I will be using berry wine, citrus green. I think the citrus green is the only multi-surface paint that I'm using tonight. Coffee bean, wicker white, and thicket. I'm actually mixing the citrus green together with the coffee bean, trying to get a little bit more of an olivey look to the green, so it's not quite as bright. I want to make sure that I'm getting everything on here. I said every day, because I have to take my camera down to charge it, so it keeps going into a different position every time I do that, so I apologize. I have to try to rearrange it every time I'm going to do a video. Alright, so let's get started. If any of you are familiar with my videos, when I'm doing a flower arrangement, actually these are just not really an arrangement per se, I like to do it in threes. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my first one, and I'm doing all of these. Basically, they're all going to be looking the same or similar in design. I'm not going to have like a full one or a partially open one. I guess you can look at these as being partially open, but they'll all be very similar. And basically, I'm just using the flat brush, and I forgot to say that it's a number 12 flat brush. It's the only brush I'm using in this video. And so then I'm going to put my brush down and just wiggle it, and then continue on, and then continue on. So it's just very simple. In the center here, I'm going to do like my little bud. And then I am going to actually come back over here and pull this up over it like that, and then go the opposite direction and pull, keeping the white at the top, pull it over like that to complete this part of the rose. So again, it's not completely open, it's just going to be a partially open rose and the bundles of 3. I'm going to come over here, do the same thing. So I'm basically just setting my brush down and wiggling it. I'm just setting the brush down, going up, coming down. Setting the brush down, and then going up and coming back down. Now on this part of it, if you want, you can do more than 2 rows. You can do several. For the purpose of the video though, I'm just going to stick with doing the 2 rows. And then I'm just going to once again come back over here, pull it a little more past it than halfway. Well, actually it's clear to the other side, in all honesty. Alright, and then come back over here, do the same thing, and then just bring it out like that. I think they're pretty. Cute little roses. And then come over here, do the same thing. And you can, when you're doing this stroke, you can keep it kind of level, or you can bring it up and come back down. You can maybe make the one in the middle a little higher, come back down, a little wider. Just really all how you want it to look. And then finish it off like that. Come back here, start my next row, and I can go back up and down. And I am double loading my brush with the 2 different colors too, by the way, I forgot to say that. So it's basically like that. Kind of do a little bit different than a lot of people do, and I almost did that wrong. Okay, and then we're going to start over here. Again, just pulling it down, just kind of like you're just making a little movement here. I keep wanting to do that in the wrong direction. Kind of pulling it over and then back up. Alright, hopefully you got that. If you like my flower painting videos, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would appreciate you helping support it by subscribing. Hit on the bell that's down there as well so that you get notifications whenever I am doing a new video. Share these with your friends, that would be awesome. And then I'm going to go in here and just do these funky little kind of thin little leaves. And it's okay that I'm pulling some color from the rose itself. I like that look. I just kind of wave them a little bit, make them a little wavy, and do the same thing, kind of starting in the middle and then pulling it out. And if you don't like how it is, then you just go back over it. I think these are cute. And like I said, if you want to do different looking leaves, put them in different places, whatnot, feel free to do so. In this video, I'm just trying to show you what you can do. It's not necessarily what you have to do. Okay, and then I will going to go ahead and put my little stems on it. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this one down, just kind of waving it a little bit, bringing it down off the edge of the canvas. I mean, you could make it like it's coming off of a tree branch or a actual rose bush, whatnot. You know, that's fine too. But for my video, I'm just doing them like this. And I just kind of like to cross them over a little bit too. Like I said, you can make them bigger if you want to, you know, a wider stem. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just doing what I'm doing here and then just pulling them off a little bit over at the edge. And I think that looks pretty. I'm happy with it. You can also, on these, I'm not really taking the time to do it, but you can actually, you know, do some background coloring on these and not just leave them so with the white. I'm just going to do these kind of leaves. I have the green on the outside, which is fine. You can do that. You can put them, you know, rotate and have some with the green on the outside and some with the darker green on the outside. It's really, you know, a matter of choice, and your choice, of course. And then I'm going to come up here, bring one down in here. And this is, I guess my description of this particular leaf is I call it the wiggle leaf. I'm kind of wiggling on both sides of it, up and down. And let me see here. Oops, I got the wrong paint. Dag nabbit. Now my sample one, I have a lot of leaves, but I have more space too. That's something you have to take into consideration, is the size of space that you're painting on. For my video, I'm just doing all the leaves with the green, the lighter green on the outside of the leaf. And I'm going to bring the leaf down just a smidge over the edge, like that. I really like how these little prints turn out. Well, they're not prints, but my little paintings. Again, I haven't listed any of them yet, but I will be in the near future. My problem is I have to start selling some of this stuff so I can keep doing videos. Now, depending on which way you pull your brush, when you're pulling this little vein through, that will be determining which color actually shows. And again, that's something too that's just a matter of what you prefer it to look like. I'm going with it to be the lighter of the greens. But if you like it to look like the darker, that's fine too. I think I had the most fun painting leaves. Not sure why. But I like a lot of leaves. And that too, I have to say, is if you are not really into something with a lot of leaves and you don't want to paint them like that, then, you know, paint them how you want. But I also want to say too, is if you try any of my paintings, I would love to see what you did. And it's just a matter of, you know, I'm sharing with you. It'd just be nice to see what your creation looks like, what you get out of what I'm doing, and see what yours you know, comes out to be. All right. And you could also take it to where I could look like these are coming off of the same little vine, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to keep it like that. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple of these right here. Like I said, if you like my videos, please make sure you subscribe so you get notifications whenever I post something new. If you have anything that you'd like for me to paint, please leave it in the comments below. I will do my best to do that. Sometimes I get requests that I may not be necessarily so good at myself, so I have to take some time to practice. So you keep that in mind too. And I'm pretty much into trying to teach myself different painting techniques. Watch a lot of videos and trying to do stuff and new things. It's my thing is never be afraid to try new things. You just never know what might be your next interest. And then for this part of it, I'm just adding just some basic little leaves. Ones that you just basically touch and pull. And then put a little stem in. I'll do that one. Okay, let's just see if we're going to do anything else. Like I said, on this part I could run some down the sides, which should be fine. What do you think? Do you think I should? Okay, so do you think I should run some of the leaves down the side more, like some of these little one-stroke kind of leaves? Leave that in the comment below if you think I should. Oh no, my healer's down here. And I apologize for that. I know that's a shocking noise coming from that animal, but that's my blue healer mix that I have. And I do talk about her periodically on my videos because sometimes she's fine, and my husband just let her back down here when I had put her back upstairs because she gets into everything. And then if that's not enough, then she starts bothering my other dog. So that's what she was starting to do. And again, I apologize for the disruption, but I had to remove her because it doesn't stop very easily. Alright, so I'm adding that around here. Might do a few over here just to give it some interest. Now some people, when they're painting, will actually go around the rims and the edges and paint them a different color. I know one guy that does a lot of abstract palette knife painting. Did I say that right? It seems wrong. Anyhow, he does, I think he told me he painted his edges black, which I don't know that I'd like that on all my paintings. Some of them would probably be alright, but he does more abstract. I don't think that sounded right, palette knife. Maybe so. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know. Losing my mind tonight. Okay, alright, so I think I'm just going to stop it right there and leave it at that. Now, something that would be pretty too is if you wanted to tap in maybe something that resembles baby's breath or something like that. I would say though at this point I'd probably either throw a hair dryer or heat gun of some sort to dry it a little bit before doing that, unless you don't mind the greens and the, the colors mixing. But other than that, I think it's pretty. I like it. So let me know down below if you like it. Again, I apologize for my dog. Never know when she's going to be down here in the midst of what I'm doing. Anyways, so give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. If you have anything that you'd like to see painted, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications whenever I do post something new. I am trying to do more videos each week as time allots. And until the next video, I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one.